This is David from the Paranormal Sessions podcast. Um, I'd have to say last night and early this morning has got to be one of the most bizarre nights and mornings I ever had. So around 2:15 in the morning, well actually probably closer to around 3 in the morning, I wake up and I'm looking at the white light and I think, maybe I can see something. So I start looking at it, and after a few minutes, nothing happened. So I said, okay, well, you know, I was kind of disappointed, but after what I seen, I can't really complain. So I'm having some trouble sleeping. So I decided I'm gonna look at it one more time. So I start focusing on it, and then all of a sudden, um, it's kind of like in the shape of a box, or that you're looking into, and I see the outline of someone's face, and I have no idea who it is. I mean, I'm sure it's someone significant, but I really couldn't make it out. So when the outline in the face disappears, and I kind of see like these wisps of clouds, and then as I keep focusing, it clears up, and I see all these stars, and so I'm traveling uh, through, I guess, the solar system because it's going fairly fast, and I see all these stars going, past me, and I think, where am I going? But I mean, this is pretty cool to watch, and it goes on and on. So for about maybe, I don't know, 15 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, I keep seeing more and more stars, or going past more and more stars, and then it stops, and the wisp of clouds come back, and I see the outline of the person's face again, which of course I still can't figure out who it is, and then it ends. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I mean, traveling through space. I mean, it would have been kind of nice to know where we're going to end up at or go to. But I figured, well, at least I see that, so I'm happy. So I go back to bed. So then around a little bit before 6 this morning, I hear the doorbell, which there isn't anyone at the doorbell, but that's evil playing the doorbell sound in my head because, we have that connection, unfortunately. Well, at times it is fortunate I have that connection. So I wake up, and right in front of the bookcase to my left, right in front of it, I don't know, for the people who are fairly new, they might not remember like the spider trellis. Well, this was kind of the same thing, except it looked like it was made out of metal, and it's about maybe 5 feet off the ground, and it's rotating. And as it rotates, I could see a small, like something was molded out of someone's face, but I'm sure it was evil, but I couldn't recognize who it was. But it rotated, and then it rotated for maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds, and then it just disappeared. And I go, this has got to be one of the most bizarre, but in a good way, things I've ever seen. I go, I'm traveling through space, right near 3, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm seeing evil. But then that's the way life is. It's good against evil. One's pushing and one's pulling, whatever. But I don't think I'm ever going to forget this now, where I'm traveling through space. It would have been nice to see, where we're going to go. But then I see the rotating, floating trellis. It didn't like it had any arms or hands. It was like, but it looked like it was something sharp, like spears maybe on end. But it was just rotating, and then it disappeared. So when I said I'm only going to post things that are worthwhile, well, this is definitely another worthwhile, because I mean, I wish I would have recognized who the face was through the white light. I have an idea, but I'm sure I'm wrong, so I'm not even gonna say what I think it might be. But I mean, that was cool going through space. At least that connection with the white light, with the Holy Spirit. But then seeing the floating, I guess you could call it like a attacking trellis or something like that. That was bizarre, but at least I can say it wasn't boring. I know that. So I assume I'm going to be seeing more here in the near future between the good and the evil. But I just had to go ahead and talk about this because I mean, I've always been really big in astronomy, and so I thought that was cool. I thought I was going to recognize, some constellations, but it was going so fast that, even if one that I saw was going by too fast. I mean, I'm just guessing, but from what I've seen, like in, shows about, you know, traveling through space, it looked like we were going around about the speed of light. I mean, because these stars were flashing right by us. So that was cool, but I'll keep everyone posted. But like I said, this is a night I'm probably never going to forget. At least for the good part. I'm sure I'll remember the bad part, but this was interesting to say the least. And I'll keep everyone updated. Thanks for watching.